Dr. Terry Linhart. I'm Dean of Adult and Graduate Studies at Bethel, and I'm so glad to be joined today by Russell Haines, who's a graduate of our Masters of Arts in Ministry. Russell, glad you're here.
Glad to be here, Terry. Thank you for inviting me.
We like to play 5 questions with some of our students, and it's a way to get to know you, but also to learn a little bit about why you took the program and what the MA in Ministry has done for you. And so first off, what's something about you that people don't often know? When they get to know you, what surprises them?
I believe what surprises them would be my sense of humor in terms of when you first get to know me, I may seem like a mild-mannered type of a person, and as I come to know people, my sense of humor, it can be quirky, it can be fun, and sometimes dry, but nevertheless, a sense of humor is always there, but it's spontaneous.
Yeah. Are you a practical joker too?
I have been known to play a couple jokes back in the day.
Well, hey, you took the Masters of Arts in Ministry class at Bethel. Why did you pick that program?
It was really a curiosity. It started as a curiosity, but the curiosity, it came about as a personal drive. It was a way of me being able to strive to answer a lot of the questions and to acquire the knowledge that I've always wanted.
So you're in the program, and do you have some favorite classroom moments that you really liked that just stood out to you and you remember them fondly?
One of my favorite classroom moments, it was in Old Testament, and one of my classmates, her name, we'll just call her Cassie, and she was thinking about doing a thesis, and she came across this group of people called the Cassites, and I didn't pay much attention to it, but because of her name being Cassie and the Cassites, she was there, and she got so excited about it that I said, let me actually check and see what these people are all about. Wasn't too much written about them, but to this day, every time I come across the Cassites, I have to think of Cassie.
It's that's a great story. It's something I think when we dig into Scripture at the graduate level, we learn and see things in the Bible that we didn't know were there before because we're reading so fast or we've been trained a certain way to read Scripture, and a master's degree helps us really dig into the text and see the Bible as it was written.
You're so true, and with that, Terry, what really happens is that the master's program, it opens up another avenue, and you read about whether it's places, peoples, or things. And as you go through these courses, I would encourage any and all people that go through, keep a tablet and jot down all the ideas that you would like to read further on, because each and every course, it's going to open up different avenues that at that point in time, you may not be able to spend the time to read on a given people, place, or thing, but you always say, when I have the time, I want to go back and really dive into that deeper.
Well, next question is, let's pretend we put you in front of a camera and we're making a video with you.
All right.
And if you can imagine that. And we're talking about this MA in Ministry that people can take completely online now, anywhere in the world. If you were telling them what are the benefits, or if you were advertising the program, how would you describe it to them?
If I were going to advertise the program, I would acronym it by using the word depth, D-E-P-T-H. Depth meaning, I would say, it's definitive, it is enriching. The P, perseverance. T, I would say transformative. And finally, harmonious.
Wow, harmonious, what do you mean by that?
Harmonious meaning is that I'm looking at an orchestra, and the difference to me between harmonious and holistic is that holistic is something that comes from an individual. Harmonious is that you have the talent, but somebody else has scripted the part that you're going to be doing, and you're trusting that person who scripted all these parts to say, you know what it is that you're doing, and I'm going to stay in my lane because this is where I fit. And at the end of the day, the ultimate scripter is God. And that harmonious part is that realizing that in every facet of this fast-paced life, you can find God, where you fit in, and how you fit in, and that trust.
We love a good acronym at Bethel, so thank you for that. We'll go in depth. I appreciate that. Hey, you've been through the program now, and you're out and you're moving on. What's the future hold for you? What's ahead for Russell?
For Russell, I'm looking at wanting to go to Liberty University, where I will be pursuing my PhD in apologetics and theology. Ultimately, there's a field that is called philosophical theology. I would like to venture into that as well. And teaching, writing books, and at the end of the day, just seeing where God takes me on this spectacular journey of knowledge.
Well, Russell is just one of many students who have taken the MA in ministry at Bethel and feel well prepared for what God has in store for them. And if you want more information, you can visit our website, and someone will be in touch with you shortly.